Good morning. It is currently Monday. It is 5:17. If you watched last week's video, then you saw that I set 3 simple goals for this week to help me build consistency and to build a solid routine that I enjoy and I love. My morning time is my time. For me personally, I work a full-time job, 9 to 5, and so a majority of my day goes to work. If I'm only waking up like 30 minutes before I have to work, I would be rushing, creating unnecessary anxiety for myself. I wouldn't have any time in my morning. I would literally just be waking up, going to work. And then when I was off, I would come home and I'd be so tired from work. All I would do was just rest, and cycle repeats. But I like to have some time for myself, to be able to work on myself, to be there for myself, and to uplift myself. So the first goal is to focus on my sleep schedule, because again, it was very sporadic. So we are now being very consistent. So we're going to sleep at 10 p.m., but I'm waking up at 5 on the dot. The second goal is to level up my physical health. So that is going to be adding in running, and obviously trying to still do my strength training and continue building on like lifting heavier or just challenging myself. And then the third goal is going to be to focus on my nutrition, and by that I mean like really aiming to meet my protein goals. Especially since I'm leveling up my workouts, I want to make sure that I'm meeting that protein intake so that I am in full recovery mode. I'm actually kind of a little excited. I love a good challenge. I just love being able to prove myself to myself that I can set a goal and accomplish it. And I actually was thinking that I'm gonna probably be able to cross off another item on my bingo card, because whenever I go running, I tend to hit 10K steps with no problem. Plus, right now at work, we are under some renovations and I have to walk a lot more at work, which a lot of people would look at this new obstacle of having to walk as a challenge or an annoyance, but I'm actually pretty excited about it. And my thought process was, dang, the universe always finds a way to provide, because I'm over here trying to level up my fitness. I'm trying to hit the 10K steps, walk more, go for runs. And here we are literally at the time when I decided that I wanted to start leveling up my workouts. This renovation started and now I'm having to walk more at work, which I'm so happy about and I actually enjoy. I love walking, and even during my breaks I like to go for a walk. I feel like this week I'm going to be very active, so that's going to help me, and I'm going to hit 10K steps every single day, no problem. We're out here, we're running a mile, and let me tell you, the other day when I set this goal to start running again, I was motivated, I was determined, I was inspired. But today, I'm thinking, what was I thinking back then? I have zero desire to go for a run today, especially after work. I'm tired, but that just means that today is the most important run I will ever run, because today I'm showing myself that I can do anything that I set my mind to. Despite not having the motivation, despite not wanting, I can do it. This has been my go-to for a snack every single day. It's a good little mix of everything. So we've got some green olives. I have just a couple of little pistachios, and then just a handful of the Sprouts Talkie style chips. These, and then I'm also just making myself a little cup of tea to enjoy with this. And every single day I want to do a little stats check-in. These are going to be all of my workout stats. So I hit my 10K, I closed my rings, I worked out, went for my run. I have missed this type of consistency. Like I'm telling you guys, I've been a little sporadic, if you will, with my routine. I was definitely being consistent. That was never the issue. My problem though was that there was just no routine. And for me personally, I feel like I thrive off of routine. Routine is what helps me stay consistent overall, keeps me motivated, it keeps me inspired to keep going, it makes me want to continue challenging myself. Whereas if I'm just being consistent, I'm getting the job done, but at the same time I'm also distracted. I don't know how to explain it, but it's like my body is in it, like my body's doing the movement, but my mind isn't there. And so once I get myself in a routine, I feel like they're both working hand in hand, and then I really start to see change during those moments. So I feel like this is just what I've been needing. Good morning. This is so weird, but it's 5:17 again. I guess it takes me 17 minutes to wake up, meditate, get dressed, get out of bed, sit down. Today I'm going to be posting a new video. So I'm going to actually switch up my little morning routine here for today, just because I like to review my videos before I post them, just to like double check if there's any last minute edits that I need to make, adjustments. So I'm gonna go ahead and review those edits, and then I don't think I'll have time for anything else, but that's okay. You know, sometimes we gotta roll with the punches. You know, when you're trying to build routine, in a perfect world, you would love for every day to be the same, for there to be no interruptions, for you to be able to stick to your routine every single day, but things come up. Okay, so I have a little journal here where I can write down if there's any edits, but specifically I'm going to try to listen for any audio changes that I need to make, and then I'm going to write down any sort of like last minute edits that pop up or that I feel like I should fix. Okay, so I just finished working out, and I only ended up working out for about 30 minutes, which meant that I only burned about 100 calories. And honestly, I could have probably burned more, but the thing is that I started off with a video that I wasn't really vibing with. I just decided I'll stop here, and maybe later, if I'm feeling it, after my run, I can maybe get another little workout in or finish off this workout. But I just wanted to pop in and mention that, because I don't want you guys to think that every day you should have an amazing workout, because it doesn't always happen that way. Some days you work out and you're like, I wasted my time. But no, it's like you still showed up and you built on your consistencies. I could have had more time to work out, but the thing is that I was finishing up my video, which is something that I wanted to do. So in no way did that deter my plans. It just meant that I had to structure this morning a little bit differently, and that's okay. We still got it all done. I'll have a video up and ready to post. I still got a workout in case, you know, later today I come back and I'm like, all I have energy for is my run. That's okay. Whatever my body can do. We are home from work, and I just have to say that I feel pretty alive. Despite the fact that I've been waking up at 5 a.m., I've been working out, going for my runs, I've been walking a lot more at work too. And surprisingly enough, I'm actually looking forward to my run today, because yesterday I was like, oh, I don't know if I want to do it, but I got over that little hump, and now today I'm excited. I'm ready for it. Yesterday I wasn't really feeling it, so what mattered to me yesterday was just the fact that I got it done. Today though, I am feeling motivated, so my goal today is to actually run, to get a point of reference as to
where I'm currently at with the mile, like how fast I can run it, because eventually I do have a goal to run a mile within 7 minutes, but that's kind of long term. I don't think I can do that anytime soon, but I want to see what my starting point is. That way I can progressively work towards running that 7-minute mile at some point. Okay, so looks like 11 minutes and 42 seconds is what I'm currently at.
This morning I was feeling a little extra tired, like genuinely a little extra tired. I still got myself out of bed, but I did 2 meditation sessions. So now we are just doing our little morning routine with the reading, journaling, but I feel actually pretty good. I was kind of thinking that by today my body would be feeling the running, but weirdly enough, I feel like I just snapped right back into running. I don't feel that I really struggled, and I feel good. I'm excited today to get my workout in. I'm about to make my breakfast, which is a protein shake. Protein shakes have been my go-to. They're quick and easy, and I actually really like protein shakes. I know a lot of people don't like them because they say it's too powdery, but honestly, you just throw it in a smoothie. You should not be tasting the powderiness. And my ultimate favorite is chocolate protein. It's just so good. But I forgot earlier that one of my focuses is also nutrition, which I haven't forgotten to do. I just forgot to mention it to you guys. And if you watched last week's video though, you know, I've been focusing on making sure that I'm eating according to my meal plan. Obviously, it's never perfect. Like, I have been getting coffees, and I think that that's totally okay. I'm sticking to my nutrition plan 100%. Just the only thing is the addition of coffees, but I feel like I deserve it. They're my little sweet treats, and I mean, I've been so consistent. Like, I've been working out, I've been going for the runs, I'm getting my walks in, so I feel no guilt with getting my coffees. But one thing is though, I am not going to slack on my nutrition, so I have been making sure that I pack my lunches every single day, just in case I get invited to go get coffee. You won't catch me slipping with having to buy food because I didn't pack anything. What's been helping me stick to my nutrition is actually saving food from whatever we had dinner the night before. On my nutrition plan, it's very detailed and I love it, and it's a lot of food that I already eat, so it's not complicated at all. But on my meal plan, basically it's like you have your breakfast and then you have the same thing for lunch and dinner. But what I have been doing is actually saving whatever I had for dinner the night before for lunch, and then I'll have something different for dinner, and then I'll have what I had for dinner that night for lunch the next day. That way I don't have to cook anything extra. I feel like the other way, it was like I would need to prepare my lunch and my dinner in the morning, or I would end up having, I don't know. It just makes more sense this way to me, okay? But last night we had caldo de pollo, so I have some of the leftovers. I am gonna add some cheese on top because there wasn't enough chicken. I think there's like 80 grams of chicken in here, so I'm going to add 70 grams of cheese to meet my goal of 150 grams of protein. The cheese I'm adding is queso panela. My nutritionist upped my protein intake to 150 grams in the morning and then 120 grams in the afternoon. Our goal is to obviously lift a little bit heavier, work out a little bit more to start building that muscle. I first started off and I was like, okay, I need to meet the exact amount of protein so that I can hit my goals. But then I started to slack a little bit. I'm like, it's fine if I don't meet it. I'll just get as close to it as I possibly can and we'll be fine, which in the grand scheme of things, we will be fine. But now that I'm really focusing on trying to level up my workouts, I'm going for runs, I'm walking more, I want to make sure that I'm properly nourishing my body and hitting that protein number as I should be. So So got the protein shake ready to go, nice and crunchy, just how I like it. And then we'll just add this, and now we're ready to go. We are home from work. I'm actually a little late. It's currently 5:33. My car did not want to turn on, so I had to jump start it. That's fun. But anyways, despite the fact that my car wouldn't turn on and that pushed me back, we still gotta meet our goals. We will not let that deter us. So I am still going to go for a run, even if it's just a mile or something. I'm gonna try to get my run in before the sun sets, because we set a goal, and like I said, things will always come up, obstacles, things don't work out your way, but you can't let them inconvenience you. You are the only obstacle that you will face. Obviously, my car didn't turn on, pushed me a little bit back. The sun's probably gonna set by the time I'm back.
But we're out here. I'm just happy that I came out here and that I was consistent and that I still showed up, because this is what I keep saying. Not every day will be perfect. Some days you'll be able to do more. Some days you'll do less.
So today for dinner, we have some ground beef and then some queso panela to meet that protein goal. And then I just put some little tortillas in the oven to make tostadas. I also didn't hit my 10K steps running today, and I think it's because I didn't run the full 2 miles. I think also maybe I wasn't as like fully active as I was the last 2 days, or I don't know, but I didn't hit my 10K steps. So my sister thankfully has a walking pad. After I finish eating, I'm gonna do a quick little 10-minute digestion walk, and then honestly call it a night. But here are my stats for today. Pretty proud of myself, even when I'm not feeling it, even when I'm tired, even if I have a little setback, feel a little defeated after my car not turning on, we still showed up. I have been craving something sweet. I feel like I just need like a little pick-me-up with sugar. So I'm actually gonna make myself a little yogurt dessert, and this is, to me, pretty comparable to getting an ice cream. And I know that you hear people say that all the time. They're like, make these protein brownies, they're so good, you won't even want regular brownies, and then you have them and they're so gross. Not this one. So for my ingredients, we have this yogurt right here. It's the Too Good blended vanilla flavor, and it only has 2 grams of sugar and 12 grams of protein. I'm going to add in an apple. You could do a red apple, green apple. My meal plan, it says to do green apples. We're gonna rip open this little yogurt, give her a little mix. Once she's mixed, we're gonna add in the apples. And I actually used to not like green apples. I was a green apple hater, but ever since I started my meal plan, I've just been doing the green apples. And I don't know if my taste buds changed. I'm pretty sure they did when I started eating a little bit better. And now green apples are so good to me. I love the little sourness but sweetness to it. And then for the secret ingredient, we're gonna do just this little Ghirardelli cube of dark chocolate. And this is what gives it that ice cream taste. So good, I promise you. So we're just gonna like break it apart, and then we'll just start adding the little pieces in there. Cheers. Thank me later. We are home from work, and I have quite a bit of a little hectic afternoon here. So I first need to get dressed and changed because I'm gonna go for a run, and then I need to come home, take a shower, and then I need to go and run a quick errand, and then I'm going to go to dinner with my bestie Ruby. So we need to lock in because I'm not trying to skip a running day because I've already committed the last 4 days. It's already Thursday. I mean, all I have left is Friday. Currently Friday, and let me tell you, today is the hardest day. I think because it's just all catching up to me and I am pretty tired, but we're still showing up, okay? Because days like these are the ones that prove to you that you can do it even when your mood doesn't feel like it. I forgot to put my ice roller in the fridge yesterday, so we don't have that to wake us up, but we'll be good. We'll be good. Okay. And then I always do my bed in the morning because that helps so that I don't want to crawl back into bed. When I woke up, when the alarm went off, I literally thought to myself, I'm tired of this grandpa. Like, that was a feeling. But then I thought to myself, grandpa's tired too, but he still gets up and he still gets the thing done. Good morning. We have made it to Saturday. I think today is going to be my rest day. It's going to be an active rest day though because I'm still trying to hit 10K steps today, but I can do that I think throughout the day. I'll just try to make sure that I'm getting up often and not just laying horizontally all day. This week was such a long, hard, tiring, exhausting week, and it's not necessarily because I was working out. I think it was just the week itself. And the thing is that it's universal because everyone at work agreed and felt the same exact way. Family and friends felt the same way and said that they just had this crazy week, that it was super long. Yesterday though was the first day I didn't go for a run, which is okay. I just didn't have time. Like, I couldn't find it in my schedule to get it done, but it's okay. I almost felt bad because I felt like, oh, I have to go running every single day this week, but I never said that. I literally said I want to add running to my schedule, and then I think I just got lost in the sauce and I got excited. I'm like, I'm going running every day. And so I have been loving it. I've been loving going running. Even the days when I was really tired coming home and I would push myself to go outside for a run, I never regretted the run. I enjoyed it. I loved having that little like escape of going for a run, and I was running headphoneless, so I was just literally disconnected, which is what I needed. And I feel like it taught me some sort of discipline to just keep showing up. Even though I was tired some days, I still showed up and I did it, and I know that I could do it. Like, I know that I can push myself to that extent and still be good. Like, I'm fine. And now today I woke up no problem 5 a.m. and it's gonna be my rest day because I think I deserve the rest. I just woke up from a very lovely nap, and I have to say I'm so excited because I'm going to get to cross another thing off of my little bingo card. My passport is here, so I actually started the process of getting my passport and a new passport card when we got back from Monterey. and it just got here, so my dad's gonna bring that with him when he comes over here to Mexico. So I'll open it up and then we will cross another thing off our bingo card. It's mail time. Okay, let's open this bad boy up. So my passport card was actually expiring this year. I needed to renew it anyways, and getting a passport booklet honestly was never in the cards for us because we didn't really have a use for it. We weren't planning to travel or anything. But since I needed to renew my passport card anyways, I was like, might as well just kill two birds with one stone, and I finally got it. Ugh, this is so exciting because that means that I can travel now. Like, I mean, this was always one thing that I was like, okay, I would like to travel at some point, but I don't have the money right now to be able to afford a passport. We have one now, and it's so exciting because now if I do plan to travel, I can do it. Here they go. So we just got back to the rancho, and I asked my mom to drop me off here by the canal so that I can get some steps in. I'm gonna walk towards the rancho, but it's so nice right now. I love it. It is currently Sunday, February 1st. It's 5:47. We just got home from Mexico and I get to cross some stuff off of my bingo card. So this is a little bingo card that I made at the beginning of the year. So far, we just crossed off one, which is to post 4 YouTube shorts in a month. And now we get to cross off and get my passport. And I woke up at 5 a.m. on the dot every single day this week. I will say today I did wake up at 4 a.m. And I don't want to discredit my amazing work because of a technicality. Like, I had to wake up at 4 because we were coming back from Mexico. Otherwise, I would have woken up right at 5. We're going to count it. I have decided that this next week or moving forward, I don't think I'm going to be an everyday runner. I think this week I was just really fueled by the desire to be consistent and disciplined that I just went for it, and I was like, let's just go every time I feel like it. And honestly, I'll probably keep up with that, and if I do feel like running every single day, I'll run every day. But ideally, as long as I get 2-3 runs in a week, I think I'm pretty good. I'm not yet specifically training for any 10K, but we got the ball rolling on the running and I have fallen in love with it again. I really enjoy it. I think it feels so good to run. flash forward 1 week later, as you can see, we are currently in Mexico. It is 6:03 and I'm currently getting ready because I'm going to be going to a little Pilates class here in Mexico. And I'm so excited, honestly. I'm a little nervous because I'm afraid that some of the terms might be a little too fancy, but we'll figure it out, you know? We just listen to the context clues, look around, we'll be okay. So I am excited for that. And then afterwards, we're gonna go and grab breakfast, which brings me to my next point of why I'm showing you guys this. As you guys know, the goal at the beginning of this week's video was to really focus on nutrition. And I feel like I really did that. I didn't show too much of it because I feel like I've done a lot of like what I eat in a day. I'll probably do one later, but in this video, I wanted to show you guys specifically how I balance nutrition outside of my home, because home is one thing, right? Like you can make sure that you're eating your meals at home, but then people invite you to go out or you want to go out and you want to enjoy food out. I feel like there's a lot of battles with nutrition and it's never a perfect journey. You know, sometimes maybe you do struggle at home and it's harder for you because you have all these snacks and you don't live alone and you're seeing what other people are eating. So that's its own battle. But then there's the battle where maybe you're good at home, you know, you can eat your meals according to your plans or you're eating just better options. But then comes the invite to go out or you want to go out and you want to eat out in the town and stuff. And then you feel guilty because you're not eating at home. I want to show you guys how it is that I balance my nutrition outside of the house. And it's very easy, honestly. I think before I started to go see my nutritionist, I would think that if I ate out, pues ni modo, like I ate loaded fries or whatever because I'm already out. I can't eat healthy out in the town. But yes, you can eat healthy and good. So I'm going to show you guys how I do that throughout the day today. For example, yesterday when we got here, we went to go eat tacos. Usually I would think before I started to go see my nutritionist that tacos were an unhealthy meal. And that's because of the tortilla de harina, the flour tortilla. But simple little changes can make that meal so much healthier. First of all, you got your meat. That's the major protein. And my goal with my nutritionist is to really up that protein. So what I did is I ordered 3 tacos, but I got tortillas de maíz, so corn tortilla. And I actually don't eat the 3 tacos. What I do is I take the meat from the 3rd taco and I divide it amongst the other 2. So I have 2 tacos de carne asada loaded with lots of carne asada. And then you can add whatever toppings you want on top. You have yourself a healthy meal. So that is something that I learned after going to see my nutritionist, you know, very simple tweaks. I still enjoyed it. I still ate out and I was looking forward to having some carne asada tacos. It hit the spot. But speaking of my nutritionist, I actually have an appointment with her today. And honestly, I don't know if there's going to be any change. And I know I say this before every nutrition appointment, but genuinely this month I feel like I may have stayed stagnant. I did obviously just spend the last week going ham, but that's just a challenge that I did. But I don't think that you can cram everything into a week. And other than that, I've been very consistent with my workouts and my nutrition. So I don't know if there's any change, to be honest. I don't feel any change. So we'll see what that's like later today. But let's go to Pilates. We are now at the breakfast spot, Mar Luna, my favorite place. So I got my matcha. My matcha is actually very healthy. I've talked to my nutritionist about this. I just get it with almond milk and no whipped cream. Matcha itself is already sweet. So the only sweetness I add is either like a little Splenda packet or stevia. And for my breakfast, I got a little avocado toast. So avocado toast is actually on my meal plan. Perfect. So this is what I'm saying. Like you can come out, you can enjoy and still get things on your meal plan. There's always options. It just has an egg on top for protein. It has salsa matcha. Okay, yeah, salsa matcha. And it's on a sourdough bread, which I learned today is called masa madre in Spanish. This is my first time getting this. So as you guys know, anytime I come, I usually get my chilaquiles because I come on my free day, but today's not my free day. So we got to make sure we stick to our plan. Cheers.
That is too good. I could have gotten potatoes on the side, but I kind of wanted a fresh little salad, so I got a salad on the side. It has cucumbers, tomatoes, spinach, arugula. 10 out of 10 meal. I get to stick to my meal plan. I get to eat out, enjoy a little bev. Also, update on the Pilates class. It was so good. It was basically like a private lesson. It was just me and this other girl. This is why I love going to the earliest class possible, because most of the time you end up getting a little private class because nobody's waking up at that time, but I am. So that's a little perk to waking up early. It was a really good, intense class. I was doing the planks with a little struggle, but I was doing them and I'm pretty proud of myself. And we used the Ring of Fire, which I love to use in Pilates classes. So such a fun little class. Good start to my morning. Chef's kiss. It was delicious and it was right on my meal plan, so I feel so good and energized. I also got my matcha, which honestly I'm living. I did not have to sacrifice a single thing just to stick to my goals and my plans. I woke up this morning at 5 a.m. met my goal of waking up at 5 a.m. waited for my workout at a Pilates studio, had a great workout, challenged myself and really felt it. Went for breakfast. I made good choices. I got myself an avocado toast instead of going for the potatoes. I got the salad, which was delicious, my matcha. I got my little caffeine boost. All right, we just got back to the rancho. As you saw, we picked up a little salad. I'm gonna put this in the fridge because this is my lunch. I did, however, forget to ask for the dressing on the side, so it is probably gonna be a little soggy, but it's okay, we'll survive. Anyways, I wanted to make sure that I had a good, healthy lunch because I have my appointment today at 4:30 with my nutritionist. And at my nutrition appointment, we always do a full body scan, which means I have to fast for 4 hours. So I need to make sure that I eat on time. Thus why I picked up a lunch and a healthy, good option. But now that we are back, I'm gonna take a quick body shower. So we're gonna get some water. We are fresh out of the shower. That's the crazy hair. The water felt so good. We heated it up just a little bit, but it was still a little bit cold, so it just woke me up and gave me a little boost of energy that I needed. Also, the window was open, so it was nice and fresh from outside. You can hear all the little birds chirping. Anyways, I'm gonna do my skincare. I brought my little toiletry bag. I just washed my face in the shower, brought my fresh soy cleanser, just a little something to freshen up. Oh, actually, recap on taking the class in Spanish. So easy. I've taken Pilates classes in English, obviously, and it was very similar. The terms were actually pretty similar too, so I could follow along very easily. The only thing that I thought was kind of funny / cute, when the instructor was counting, she was going 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. And I thought 8 was so cute, and I kept saying every time I went in my head, I was like so excited to get to number 8. This is what my flowers look like. I feel like they're not too bad. I'm trying to decide though what I'm gonna draw here.
on the inside. While I do that though, I'm gonna dig in to my salad. So if you've been watching my videos, you're no stranger to my order, but this is a Grand Caesar salad. It comes with obviously the lettuce, the croutons, the Parmesan cheese, the boiled egg, and I got double chicken for that protein intake. And then I just add some black olives and avocado. Cheers. Not as crunchy as I would like it, but still pretty good. The croutons did get just a little bit soggy from the dressing already in there, but other than that, it's pretty good. We just left my nutrition appointment and I have great news. I had a goal with my nutritionist to lose 10 kilos specifically. So even though I lost 20 pounds already, the thing is that I was trying to meet the 10 kilos. The conversion's a little different. So I finally lost 10 kilos of just fat, which translates to 23 pounds. So as a little prize, I got this cute little pill case. When I first came to her, she said that this was a prize that she gives out whenever people lose 10 kilos. And I finally hit that. It's such a pretty color. It does have the logo for the place that I'm coming to on the front, and then it has like these little compartments. So I thought it was so cute. I love it. It's a cute little prize. I finally got a visual of just how much I've lost, because I feel like you can say, oh, I lost 23 pounds, and just like off of memory, like remembering what I look like then to now, I'm like, it doesn't feel like it's a lot. I still feel the same in a sense. It's so weird how body dysmorphia works. But when you compare a picture side by side, like how I looked when I first came and then how I look now, like you can totally see the difference. And also she had a little visual there of like a little like pound or a kilo of fat. I forgot what it was, but that really helped me put into perspective too. So I googled a little picture. I'll show you guys right here. That is how much I've lost. And it's so crazy to think, because I'm like, where was that all stored? Obviously now that I see the visuals, I'm like, okay, like that is a huge difference. You can really tell. I'm so proud of myself for sticking through with it. And again, it's that 80-20 balance. I'm not perfect with this weight loss journey. You guys see, I don't hide anything. I show myself going out to eat and enjoying, but the majority of the time I'm eating at home and I'm trying my best to make healthy and better options. And so that alone just makes a huge difference. And so taking care of yourself will show. When you can finally notice the changes, other people will think that you took a shortcut. They'll be like, what pill are you taking? What are you doing to get this like quick body change? And it's like, it's been 5 months. It hasn't been from one day to another. Like it has been 5 months of just consistently showing up, imperfectly, but showing up. So in the last month of January, I lost a kilo, which is 2 pounds. She says that's kind of roughly what I'm losing. So that's still pretty good. It's consistent change. I lost 2 centimeters on my waist, a centimeter on my abdomen. I lost a centimeter on my hips, and I lost roughly like 2 pounds of fat. So what I'm losing is basically fat, which is amazing. And I gained muscle. I gained 600 grams of muscle. So again, that might not seem like a lot, but it is improvement, because when I started coming, I was just going down, down, down on the muscle. Thankfully, I was also losing fat, but the muscle was also going down. Ideally, we want to build the muscle up. And so finally, last month is when I started to see it go up, and for it to go up again, super proud of me. So speaking of balance, that leads me to what we are about to have for dinner, a little flautas de papa. I cannot wait. That is one of my favorite meals to get here.